What is up, everybody? This is Steve Herman from the Smark Show. This is episode number 37, and this is my review of Money in the Bank 2016. What a show. What a fun time. I haven't said that in quite some time for a WWE main roster show. NXT, you'll get positive reviews. This is going to be a mainly positive review. I just couldn't believe it. What happened with this show? It topped my expectations, especially that main event. But let's get right into the show. How about we'll go into the first match on the pre-show. I'm not going to go too much into this. You had Breeze Dango go one-on-one with Golden Truth. Breeze Dango had like makeup of like the peeled skin. It was kind of stupid from tanning. I mean, it's a comedy act, whatever, yada yada. I think it was like a 6-7 minute match. Golden Truth won. Not too much excitement there. Then you had Lucha Dragons Dudley Boys was just randomly put together, and I always pick the Dudley Boys for some reason, and whenever I do, they lose. So Lucha Dragons won. I don't know why I did that. Dudley Boys never win for some reason. I feel bad because I love the Dudley Boys so much. Huge mark for them. As the Smark Show, follow us on Twitter and that. And let's go into the main show. The show kicked it off with an awesome Fatal 4-Way tag match that I was really looking forward to, which you had the Vaudevillains versus the Club versus Enzo and Big Cass and versus our WWE World Tag Team Champions, The New Day. And boy, was this a great match. I'll tell you what, who was really good in this match. Two of them, I think all the big guys, really. I mean, Gallows kicked ass, Anderson kicked ass, Big E dominated, Big Cass was awesome. I mean, how about the one spot when Cass threw Enzo in the air to all the guys? That was pretty sweet. Cass with the big boots, man, he was killing it. Great match. And then I thought Anderson Gallows were going to win at the end with the Magic Killer, but they didn't. And Kofi Kingston gets the pin on Aiden English for the win. New Day retained the championships. And my bold prediction right now is I think Anderson Gallows will win at Battleground. They may look them strong. Enzo and Cass look strong. And obviously the Vaudevillains, we all assumed were going to take the pin here. And yeah, this was a great opener. I had a real fun time with this match. Love Enzo and Cass. I love all these tag teams. I really do enjoy all four of them. I know some guys don't like the Vaudevillains, but I really do like the Vaudevillains. Ever since like Brooklyn, I've been a huge fan of those guys. Before Brooklyn, I would say. But yeah. Great match. I love Simon Gotch and Aiden English. Good job on their part and everybody in that match. They did a really good job. All right, the second match of the night was on the main show was Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin. Yes, first time they were on the main show. Corbin won this match. It was a good match, good physical match. Not great, not bad. Just another match. Hopefully, this is the end of Corbin and Ziggler. I say that with the lightest attention. We don't know, but there was a nice spot in this match, the deep six. Corbin had to fix it because it looked like he was going to botch it, but he did that outside. I remember he did that at Aries at NXT TakeOver Dallas, so that was pretty cool. Also, then he hits the end of days on Ziggler, gets the big clean victory. Corbin wins. Nothing to say about that. And then the next match, Alvarez and Meltzer said there was going to be a surprise for the Divas tag, and there was. I was kind of shocked. Charlotte Dana Brooke versus Becky Lynch and Natalya. Okay match, not terrible. Wish it was for the title or something else, because the way they've been booking about the women's programs has been terrible in my view. They're not getting more segments anymore. They're getting like the same diva crap that was used like 5 years ago with like Beth Phoenix and them, and they were great, but they just weren't given the time. So what happened was Becky and Natalya collided, and Charlotte and Dana Brooke picked up the win there. And what happened is when they were leaving and they were staring off, Natalya got pissed and started beating the crap, stiff hits on Becky Lynch. I couldn't believe it. So Natalya looks like she turned heel. Don't know what's happening for Battleground, because Charlotte better defend that title before SummerSlam. Because Sasha Banks, I miss you, I love you, and you need to come soon. You're so freaking good, you should be on TV. It's so stupid. I understand what they're trying to do, but it's kind of hard when you have a main roster when you need women like Sasha Banks, who's like the female Seth Rollins, in my opinion. So yeah, okay match. It was good. It wasn't terrible. Dana Brooke, I like Dana, but not main roster Dana. I liked NXT Dana because she was improving. And that's what you're supposed to do in NXT. Even though it's a brand, she was improving. So with that said, our next match was Apollo Crews versus Sheamus. Not a bad match. I was actually looking forward to this match compared to other people online or on whatever social media site. I thought it was going to be a good physical match, and it was. It was very good. I liked couple of my favorite spots in this match was the moonsault off the apron. I thought that was cool. It was really perfect execution by Crews there. Also, at the end, the finish was the white noise off the top, and Sheamus thought he had it. He didn't have it, and Crews gets the roll-up victory. Apollo Crews wins, and we'll have to see what happens with this, because due to the brand split, we don't know what's going to happen. But I would expect a rematch, maybe on Raw tomorrow. We'll have to see. But good for Crews. Big win, big pay-per-view win. And that's what you need to see, this new era. You got to see these young guys winning. All right, next match is our first of the dream matches. John Cena versus AJ Styles. This video package was awesome, I thought. As soon as both of them were in the ring for 30 seconds to a minute, crowd was raucous. This crowd felt like a WrestleMania crowd because it was just such a dream match, and it really was. And at some points you could hear AJ Styles and Cena, and then at some points it just felt like it was a rock concert, and you just heard like little things, and you couldn't even hear what they were chanting. And I have good ears. Like, it was just crazy the amount of like pops they were getting for this match. And this was a great match. It was a very fun match. But the end killed it for me. It was a great match. I was happy AJ won, but me and my buddy John from Twitter and on YouTube, they follow him, subscribe to him on Twitter at EO Nizzle. Check them out. I knew it was going to happen. The ref bump happened after both of them kicked out both of their finishers, and Gallows and Anderson came out. They hit the Magic Killer, and yeah, that's what happened. And then AJ Styles came in. The ref came back in. Counted 3. AJ Styles is your winner. I wish it was clean. I'm kind of pissed it's not clean, but I will take a victory with AJ because I had a great night for fantasy. We do a fantasy league with my buddies, so I had AJ and Seth Rollins. I'll just leave it at that for the time being. Yeah, but with that said, yeah, great match. It lived up to my expectations. Not match of the year yet, but they're still gonna have a trilogy. This isn't even close to being over, and I can't wait for Battlegrounds match. And they're gonna have 5 weeks to build this. Plus, we get the draft, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, really looking forward to this, guys. Just disappointed with the finish. I mean, they've done it before. I mean, like with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam with Jon Stewart. Like, I just wish he lost clean. I mean, Cena can lose clean. Like, I'll never get it. But yeah, I'm not going to complain too much because AJ won. Good. Now, one of our next big matches was the Money in the Bank ladder match, and me and Twitwell John and DBK7, I think, we didn't get our wish that we wanted. We did not get Kevin Owens winning the match, but we got the other favorite that Twitwell John's buddy Ashton got. Dean Ambrose is our new Money in the Bank winner. And I'll tell you what, this was a very tense match. I mean, I remember me and my buddy Mike were watching. Because we're watching the finals too, and we're going back and forth. But we have to keep this on because this is the point of the show. It's Money in the Bank. You get the briefcase. And I remember at points I was getting worried. I'm like, please, not Del Rio or freaking Jericho. I'm like, I don't want either of them. They had a nice backstage segment, by the way. Del Rio, Jericho, and Owens. They all killed it. Even Del Rio. They all did a real nice job talking about Spanish and dogs and stupid idiots and drinking in that Jericho juice. You gotta love it. That was a real nice segment. But back to the match. It was just awesome. Great. My favorite spot in the match was when Cesaro was on the ladder. I think he was going on the opposite way. Jumped from the ladder to the second rope and did a spinning uppercut on Owens. I couldn't believe that. But then it was cool. They had the two ladders split in between the ladders, and they had all 6 guys fighting on it. That was a cool spot. And then everyone started getting knocked out. Del Rio was done. Cesaro was done. I think then it came down to Zayn, Owens, Jericho, and Ambrose. And then Ambrose got knocked out for a second. Jericho was done after the Dirty Deeds. And then it came down to Owens and Zayn. And then Owens powerbombed him, I think. Yeah, he powerbombed him on the ladder. And then it came down to, and then Zayn was done, and then it came down to Ambrose and Owens. And they started colliding, and there was a big brawl, and they were back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then they were hitting the headbutts on the ladder, and he shoved him right on the ladder. It fell, and he was knocked out. And Dean Ambrose is our new Money in the Bank winner. How about that, guys? So then, the next match, I'm going to be honest with you. I was watching Game 7. I was going back and forth. I thought it was going to be a squash match, but it looked like they got a lot of time, apparently, for the U.S. Championship, Rusev and Titus. I saw a little bit of it. It was pretty good. Rusev would win with the accolade. Lana looked great. Lana's gorgeous. Thank God Rusev won. And then he went to Titus' sons and said, "That's your father." He's like, "Happy Father's Day." And then I loved his trunks that said U.S. Champ on it, too. Yeah, but Rusev would get the win. Thank God Titus didn't win. I hope Rusev has that title for a while because Rusev's a beast. He should be the world champ someday. I really hope so. Yeah. But, okay. So, yeah, Rusev retains the title. Now, to the main event of the evening. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Holy fucking shit, dude. I'm going to be right there honest with you. They finally got us. They finally fucking got us and gave us something that made me mark out, that made my friends mark out. Finally gave us something that we can cherish, that we're happy about, like just pumped up, like shocked. It was shock value that WWE needed desperately. And it worked out so perfect, in my opinion. And just let's kick it off. I mean, just with Roman and Seth, I mean, great match. I mean, finally, some believability for once for fucking Seth. I mean, that damn spear. So, I mean, it was a great match. Seth looked great. Seth, I loved his attire and new entrance and everything. It was badass. Crowd was hot for it. I remember there was a lot of Superman punches and the Falcon Arrow. That spot was awesome. The Frog Splash by Rollins was awesome. But I remember, like, the first 5 minutes of the match, I really thought Reigns was acting like a heel, and I think until the end, honestly, Reigns was the heel and Rollins was the face, because that's what it looked like. I mean, obviously Reigns gets booed all the time, but I'm not even talking about the crowd reaction. I'm talking about just the in-ring. It looked like Reigns was being the heel. Like, I know he didn't attack the knee, but he sure was acting like it. He was being cocky. He was just hitting them, and he wasn't letting up. And he was being real cocky. I was really shocked the way Reigns was. I was hoping a double turn. Didn't get that yet. I'm really hoping we do. Because Seth really acted like a face. Like, he was doing Daniel Bryan stuff, like jumping over the top rope 2 times in a row. Like, that's something Daniel Bryan used to do and Dean Ambrose does. So, yeah, really shocked about that. Then, I remember Seth hit the powerbomb and then the kick, and he kicked out. And then the ref bump happened after, first Roman tried spearing Seth through the barricade. He missed him. Seth ran away, hurt his shoulder. The doctor started coming out. And I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell's going to happen? Are they going to cancel the match? Because, like, that's typical WWE booking. And they don't. Seth brings him right back in. The crowd's doing the yes chants. And he doesn't hit. He was about to hit the pedigree. He hits the ref. Seth, and then Roman gets the power. I'm like, oh, no. And then he hits the spear. And then Kyoto counts it. I'm like, please kick out. Like, just for once. We can't have another freaking spear just one time. Because Rollins was so good in this match. Reigns was okay, too. That Tiger Bomb, I will give credit. That's pretty nice by Reigns, but whatever. I remember when when he kicked out of the spear, I lost my shit. The crowd didn't lose that much shit. I'm like, wait, no, like, I can't recall anyone kicking out of the spear. Like, I don't remember Triple H match too well, but I think he didn't kick out of the spear. Sheamus sure didn't. I know Ambrose didn't. I mean, the guys recently who he's won the title off of or in a match for, they all didn't kick out of the spear. And Rollins did. He kicked out of the fucking spear. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked. And then Reigns, then he was on the ground. Reigns was going for a Superman punch. Or no, he's going for another spear. And he goes right into a flying pedigree. One of the greatest pedigrees I've ever seen in my freaking life, dude. And he kicked out. And I was so pissed. It was a close count, too. It was a real close finish. And shit, man, I couldn't believe it. And then after that, like, it was just awkward. Like, and then all of a sudden, like, Reigns just seemed knocked out. Rollins picks him up, hits another pedigree. I'm looking to my friend. I'm like, what is happening right now? And I hear the three. My friend's reaction was amazing. I wish I got it on video. He just stood there. So he sit there and like looked at me. He's like, "Did that just happen?" And I got up out of my chair, ran around my whole freaking basement, and like went ape shit. Like, just had almost. I took my shirt off. I was going nuts, man. Like, I couldn't believe it. Seth Rollins is our new WWE champion. But wait, there's more. The fans couldn't. I think the fans were shocked because they couldn't believe. They were going nuts. Everyone was going nuts. Then Dean fucking Ambrose music hits. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then my legs were feeling like jelly. They still are right now. Honestly, if you want. So Ambrose comes out. Well, Seth, Dust comes off, thinks he comes out the front, and Seth's like, "Oh, okay, bring it on." See, like, Seth was ready. Seth was ready for Dean to come out, and then he didn't know. Ambrose has those mind games. That's why he's a lunatic fringe. Comes out from the back, hits the briefcase behind him, and he like turns around, looks at Kyoto, hands the briefcase, and I could not believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe it. Me and my buddy Mike, were just jumping up in the air, and then she gives it, and like I'm like, "Wait, don't do anything yet." Until the announcer announces the match and rings the bell. And once the bell rang, he hit Dirty Deeds on Rollins, and that's some freaking history, man. Dean motherfucking Ambrose is the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion for the first time ever. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, I lose a lot of fucks there because that was awesome. Great booking from creative for once. God, good job, Vince. This was so freaking smart. Fans are I mean, I'm pumped up for Raw tomorrow. I'm so excited for Raw. I mean, this is the boost they needed, man. Like, this is so freaking good. It's about time. Reigns is just boring. He's not ready. I mean, he's just not ready, in my opinion. And I just couldn't believe that Ambrose actually cashed in. I got. Just like the booking, it's like he looks so strong on Raw. Like you don't think like, oh, Ambrose is gonna win. Like, but if you're a fan like me or anyone out there, and you're like, no, he's not gonna win. He was booked too strong, and he's like, I'm cashing in on Money in the Bank, and he fucking did. He did. He pinned, and like Reigns. Let's realize this. First off, all three of them were WWE champions in one night. All three Shield members. That's insane alone. Reigns lost clean for the first time to Seth Rollins. That's amazing. I mean, I hope Reigns turns heel, but that was amazing. And then Ambrose comes out, cashes in Money in the Bank on Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose is the new champion. And boy, he's a lucky man tonight with Renee Young. She is going to be one happy girl. I'll tell you that right now. But Ambrose is the champion. I know I want a KO for Money in the Bank 2016, but I will most certainly take that finish because I needed that, man. After just watching just so much disappointment after disappointment for main event, like, it's about time that Dean, and I hope he gets a run. I'm really excited that we're going to get the Shield triple threat at, I'm guessing, Battleground. Like, holy shit, man. Really, really pumped up for this. Really excited. And just what a finish. The crowd lost their mind when Ambrose won. It's about time Ambrose won. I just couldn't believe he won already. Like, just because the way he was booked at with WrestleMania against Lesnar, I thought he was doomed. I thought he was not going to win the championship for like another 3 years. I was just so negative about it because I thought he was never going to win it. I really thought that in my viewpoint. And he's the champ now. So that's so much for me. It's one of my favorite cash-ins of all time. I'll tell you that right now. It beats the Kane one at the same night at Money in the Bank. That one was garbage. It was okay, but I mean, Ambrose's cash-in's easily top 3 or top 5 for me. I mean, Rollins is obviously the first one, and then you got Edge, and you got Ziggler. Ambrose is there. He's there, man. That was awesome. Epic. He deserved that from CZW, a Flyers fan, from Cincinnati, Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. Good for him. He deserves it. He's one of our boys from around here in the Pennsylvania area. Good for him. He deserves it. man, I'm so happy for Ambrose. I know my buddy Snick, who's on here sometimes, I texted him, because he's in Florida right now. He wasn't watching the pay-per-view. He's in Disney World. And I told him, I said Ambrose won it. And he thought I said Rollins won the title. And Rollins did at the time win the title. And he said he didn't believe Ambrose won Money in the Bank. He didn't know I said Ambrose won the title because my phone was working pretty bad at the time. So yeah, and he went, and my buddy texted me. He's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I missed this shit." And like, that's what happened. Like, I'll be honest. Like, used to, like, for these pay-per-views, I used to have like 6 of my friends over. Now it's like just 2 or 3 at times because it was just because Roman, like, he was booked like Super Cena. Let's just hope this is an employ to get Roman right back to the title. Obviously, he's due a rematch, so let's have Dean run with this, man, or Seth. Like, that was awesome. I'm so freaking pumped up right now. Like, I just want to do a review of this, and because I'm a true fan, I stick by it, even though Roman sucks. I'm so pumped up. Dean Ambrose deserves this. I'm so happy for him. I know Kevin Owens will get his time. He deserves it so much too, but this is Ambrose's moment. He's waited a really long time for this, and that's a natural, organic win. I know he won I'm talking about the crowd reaction. The crowd wanted Ambrose. The crowd wanted Ambrose to win at the Rumble and at Roadblock, and then he didn't get it. So, yeah, man, this was a great pay-per-view. I'm really looking forward to Raw. This is really questioning the brand split and what's going to happen, man. You know, like, because we're gonna have 2 world champions, like, and Ambrose is technically the guy right now. Like, that's insane to think about. Yeah, but the brand split though, that's gonna be crazy what they're gonna book for Battleground. Yeah, Raw's gonna be interesting tomorrow, guys. I definitely would tune in, and I will be doing a review later this week. I'm back invested. Dean Ambrose is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And that'll do it this week for my Money in the Bank review. Great show. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'm giving it a 9. 9 out of 10 right now, for me at least. Great matches. I really enjoyed the main event, obviously, was fantastic. Money in the Bank ladder match was fantastic. I enjoyed AJ and Cena. I enjoyed the tag match. Cruz and Sheamus. I mean, everything. I didn't hate anything, really. For the most, I mean, I hated I just hated how the finish with Cena and Style was, but I really did enjoy the match, and it was a historic moment. So I mean, I'm not going to trash it that much, but yeah. Other than that, guys, fun show. I really hope you guys check out this video. Fun one for me. Hopefully, I get some of my buddies to do this now. Ambrose is champion. This is very exciting times. I can't lose this smile right now. Raw's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good episode tomorrow. You bet your ass. So this has been episode number 37 of the Smark Show, our Money Bank review. Make sure you like this video, guys, and leave a comment. What are your thoughts on Money in the Bank, and what was your favorite match on Money in the Bank? What are your thoughts on Dean Ambrose cashing in the Money in the Bank, and Seth Rollins was the champion, and what are your thoughts? Just give me all your thoughts about this match and all the matches at Money in the Bank, and what your thoughts are for the future for the title. How we're gonna get a trilogy of triple threat matches, or what do you guys think? Is Roman gonna be a heel, or maybe Seth, or what's gonna happen? Dean maybe. Very interesting. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I would love to get to 30 subscribers right now. We're working on it because I'm gonna start doing more consistent videos. Because after tonight there's definitely gonna be consistent videos. You bet your ass. Yeah. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. Also. Follow me on Twitter at StephenHerman10. Also follow us at the Smark Show. Yeah, so you'll hear some live tweeting. I didn't really live tweet tonight because it's just chilling, and I was watching the NBA Finals plus Money in the Bank. So I had 2 things going on, and there's Game of Thrones too tonight. I haven't even seen yet. There's a lot of TV I had to catch up on a Sunday night that was filled with a lot of interesting stuff. So yeah, with that said, guys, I had a fun night. I know you guys probably did too. So, yeah, I'll check you guys out later. See you later this week.